Welcome back, Bunny Bundles! So today, as I promised in my pre-Otakon personal video, we are going to be doing a collaborative effort video with my mom, aka Carmen, aka Uber Ren. So as promised, I am going to be joined today by the Uber Ren, the Carmen, and she is going to be to my left apparently. She has edited this video together, so thanks, Mom!
When was the first time you went to Otakon?
Otakon 2006.
2009. And what was your first impression of the convention?
Back in 2006, I thought it was the best thing ever because that was the first time I've ever been to a convention, so it was fun, it was mind-blowing, it was amazing.
It was basically my experience as well. It was incredible. It was a lot bigger in 2009 than 2006, I assume, but it was basically like, oh my god, I'm home.
Yes.
What conventions do you find similar to Otakon?
None?
Yeah, none. It's kind of a unique convention.
Yeah, I was gonna say Katsu, but I'm like, no, not at all. Because Katsu is my #1 convention right now in my mind, so I was going to compare the two because Otakon's #2 and it used to be my #1, but they're nothing alike at all.
Yeah, like even if you prefer one over the other, they're so different. They have different atmospheres and like different stuff and different people. It's really different. Have you ever gotten lost at the con?
No. There's pretty distinctive landmarks within the convention center. Sometimes it's confusing from like one side to the other. You don't realize which side you're on. There's two sides. It makes sense when you're there. But no, actually, I haven't.
I think you're probably better at directions than I am. I've gotten lost there myself. I try very hard never to go anywhere alone at conventions in general, but Otakon, the Baltimore Convention Center, is a really huge space, and I get lost walking in a straight line. So, I have gotten lost.
Good job, Mom.
What is your favorite non-DTP related part of Otakon?
This is awkward.
Part of what I really like is being able to just sort of stand somewhere or sit somewhere and look around and just observe the culture of the convention. It's hard to describe that, but it's just really enjoyable for me.
Yeah, I'm like, try to think about the days before DTP. I was like, what did we do? I think that was a good thing though, is just people watching, because there's so many people, so there's a lot of people to watch and just absorb and take in like all the amazing cosplay and just people and fandoms and such like that.
What do you think about Otakon moving locations?
I don't want it to, unless it's closer to me, which would be okay. But since I've been going in 2006, it's been in the BCC. And it would be really weird to not have Otakon at the BCC, but if they have to, it should be closer to me. That's my answer, Mom.
I mean, I definitely feel that. You know it is moving closer to me, right? It's moving to the DC Convention Center, so you just come down and visit me, and then you go to Otakon. It's really easy.
That's okay too. I'm okay with this.
It is gonna be weird, but I'm actually okay with it because Otakon has such a problem with overcrowding to the point where they had to limit registration this year to a pretty vast degree. I think there's a lot of really good things that are gonna happen with the move, and because they're taking their time with it, I think it's gonna work out really well. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful about it.
Yeah. Are there any tips and tricks for attending Otakon that people should know?
Eat. I know that sounds really simple and really basic, but Otakon gets a little crazy at times, and I have forgotten to eat many, many times. So eat. Bring like a granola bar, something, some trail mix, eat. And the same goes for water. There's like water that you can drink throughout the convention. Bring water bottles. You can get a water bottle for $1. Water is a good thing.
It's ice cold.
Yeah, it's ice cold. It's just
water. It might be only $1. My tricks would be planning, keeping a watch, maybe even a timer schedule, because you'll just be in the dealer's room and you'll look at your phone, it'll be 3 hours later. So if you have time constraints, you need to plan ahead and schedule and maybe set reminders on phones. Yes, scheduling is a good thing. Do that.
Absolutely.
And eat and drink things.
Oh, put a couple of band-aids in like your pocket or your bag or whatever you're carrying with you. Even if you're not in cosplay, even if you're in regular shoes, something magical happens at the Baltimore Convention Center where just your feet start to blister. I am overwhelmed by the number of people at Otakon. What do you recommend for not panicking about it?
Honestly, if you're overwhelmed by a lot of people, I probably wouldn't recommend Otakon as a convention in general, because it is the biggest convention on the East Coast. But if you really want to go, but you just don't like big crowds, obviously I would avoid highly populated areas. But then again, pretty much all the hallways are really congested at this point. Just know what time of day you're going. Early morning, obviously dealer's room's gonna be the busiest. At night, the fountain area is the busiest. It's just avoid certain situations, I guess. You're avoiding places of which you probably shouldn't go at certain times.
I would also add, if you're scared about large groups of people but you feel more comfortable with like a friend or a small group of friends, stick with your friend or friends. Stick with like the people that make you feel comfortable and safe. Set aside like some time to sort of go off and sit somewhere in one of the quieter hallways. Otakon is a very large convention. It's very crowded, but there are still always going to be sort of like back corners and hallways where you can just sit and chill and not be surrounded by like 1,000 people. How would you feel if someone were to cosplay you? Convention food is overpriced. What are your tips for eating healthy at the con?
Like Carmen had said earlier, bring granola bars. That is the protein bars are a godsend at conventions because they can just go in a little pocket and then you can just pull it out and you can be like, aha, I got this for like $1 at Walmart and I don't have to pay like $7 for a hot dog, so yeah.
Bring your own food.
Bring your own food.
If you want to eat healthy, bring your own food.
If you don't want to pay out the butthole, bring your own food. Next question. On average, how much do you spend at Otakon? On hotels, on dealers, on food, on travel? Mom.
A lot.
It's a lot.
Depending on where you're staying, the hotels can vary drastically from if you're staying in a room with just a couple of people at a closer hotel, like I always stay at the Hilton, that can be $100 or more than $100 per person. If you're staying farther away or with more people, it can be as low as like $80 per person. It depends a lot on the situation. And as far as like transportation, that's going to depend how far you're coming from. Food, did you bring your own food? Are you eating out at the fancy restaurants every night? It depends so much. It's all, yeah. A lot.
Carmen spends a lot. It also depends on how much you want to spend in a dealer's room, so it's totally situational. So I mean, for our valid final answer, let's go with like anywhere from $300 to X amount of money.
Yeah,
so yeah.
Basically, yeah. Will you guys be going to any League photo shoots?
Probably not, because my schedule is not permitting League of Legends cosplay. I'd like to go, but I probably won't have time. But if I see one, I'll stop and take pictures, obviously. But
what's the best time to give you guys candy?
With me, speaking personally for myself, be when we have a meetup, when I'm talking to you individually. If I'm trying to run panels and things like that, that's probably not the best time. But if you're just giving me candy, really any time is fine, because you can be like, here, and I'll be like, thanks, and that'll be it. And that took like 6 seconds, so I don't care.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. The meetups are easiest because, you know, I'm gonna be there. But just if you see me, you can give it to me, and that's cool. How much are you going to cry from all of the feels? What dances are you most excited for at the DTP dance gathering?
All the Love Live dances! Snow Halation and No Brand Girls and 1-2 jump and start dash. Mom.
I'm excited for all the Vicks.
All of the Vicks!
I'm always excited for the Vicks. It's so fun. I'm also excited to see the Love Live because everyone's so excited about it. So I want to see this. I want to see this business.
So Bunny Bundles, thank you so much for watching. I will see you. Is this gonna be like next Monday where the teaser comes out? Okay. Well, regardless, I will hopefully see you all next Monday. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all very much. And bye!